Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Billy Goop and I'm glad you're here. So I haven't been feeling very good and it turns out I have the COVID. I feel fine, I'm recovering, I'm getting healthier. My fever just broke after a good 4 or 5 days. If my voice sounds a little weirder than usual or maybe you like my voice more than usual, sorry, it's only temporary. We're gonna get into episode 4.
Because your nanny is very old and she insisted on us coming to Pakistan, I think that we need to call a temporary truce. Kamana!
Nanny!
Ah, Kamana! Oh, my granddaughter. Hi, Mummy. It's good to see you.
Welcome home, beta.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Your skin is so dry. Are you again on one of your strange diets?
Nanny, why did you send this to me? Am I...
A gym? Of course. At least that is what my father told me.
How are you so casual about this?
It's just genetics. No. You're focusing on...
I am gonna stop right here. It's just genetics. It's just genetics. I think this is the second time they've mentioned something like this. Oh, I think it was episode 2 or 3 where Bruno was kind of doing a full body scan of Kamala. And he was like, it's something deeper. It's in your genes, something like that. My prediction, and I usually do this for Star Wars. I didn't do it for Miss Marvel because I don't know anything about her. My prediction is that they're going to use Miss Marvel to introduce the X-Men to the MCU. I don't know if she's gonna be a mutant because I know inside of the comic books, Kamala is what they call an Inhuman, which is different from a mutant. Also, don't ask me, I think it just has to deal with storylines. I could be wrong, I have no idea, but genetics, you don't say that word in the MCU without, this is MCU, right, even though it's a series, without alluding to something bigger. You very specifically stay away from that word if you don't want to bring up X-Men and mutants. So I'm gonna play, I just had to get that off my chest. That's my prediction. How? I don't know. Who's gonna come up to her? I don't know. I have no idea how X-Men work inside this universe, but we'll see.
The important thing is that when the bangle was used the last time, it saved my life.
Like the Trail of Stars? The day I left India? Nanny, is it the same train? The one that we're seeing in the visions? Is it that train from that night?
Yes. The bangle is trying to tell you something, beta.
That's perfect. Who's trying to kill her already? Oh.
Found you.
Are you following me?
I sensed the Noor.
Who are you?
What are you? You're not a clandestine,
You know about them?
but you have the bangle. How did you get it from Aisha?
How do you know about Aisha?
Welcome to the Red Daggers. Perhaps we can teach you to open your eyes. My name is Waleed. Your great-grandmother's story is of legend. When you're ready, we have much to discuss.
She's ready.
Our function is simple. To protect our people from the threats of the unseen. Clandestines and Aisha are from another realm. This map shows you how our two worlds coexist. There are many dimensions around us that we cannot see. This is just one of them.
This kind of reminds me of Shang-Chi.
It's connected to our world but hidden. Behind the veil of Noor that separates our world from theirs. Noor is the energy source of that realm.
What's our
If the
energy
clandestines
source?
use
The
bangle
sun?
to tear down the veil, they'll unleash their world onto ours until there's nothing left of it.
I'm gonna pause it because I have a comment and I kind of said it already. So the dimension part reminds me of Shang-Chi, and the story that he's telling, the clandestines don't necessarily want to destroy Earth or our dimension. They want to go home. and they don't care if they destroy Earth by trying to get home. Now, I get why they're hunted. Like, no, you guys can't do that. Obviously, you guys just can't go home. Like, get over it. Why were you exiled in the first place? Like, I was hoping that this man would tell us, and his spiel is not over yet. I just have a feeling they're not going to address it.
Let him go. He's not coming with us. Well, he made his choice. Now he has to live with it. Let's go get the man.
Sorry. Honey.
That's rough. Jeez Louise, that's traumatic.
Why are there so many toffee boxes everywhere?
Toffee boxes. Well, they're for you. You know, you liked them as a child. So I just kept them around just in case you came back.
I wanted to comment on this. These two, it seems like they clash a lot. And this is one of the reasons I love this show so much, because they're not afraid to show like real life family dynamics, and that it's not perfect. The chemistry that these two actresses have together is also like unbelievably off the charts. And I really like the actress that plays the mom. Any scene that she's in, she completely steals it. But I think this is something that I'm dealing with, and which is why I appreciate these shows so much and how they portray family, is that I grew up in a very close-knit family, and comment if this is something that pertains to you too, but very close-knit family that had a lot of love, and we're still very close, but there was a really nasty divorce, and we had two sides of the family, and me and my sisters and my sibling, we kind of had to choose which one we were loyal to or which one we would protect and guard and defend, which created a lot of, not animosity, but a lot of stress and a lot of trauma. I wasn't in love with the place that I grew up, so the first chance that I got, I left. And I feel like maybe my family feels like I left them and feels like I, not betrayed them, but forgot about them, like I was trying to run away from them. But that's not the case. I just needed to get out on my own. Like, I needed to breathe. I needed to have my own adventure. I needed to have my own story. And that's what I feel that Kamala's mother did the same thing. Like, she had to leave home to find herself. And it wasn't about anybody else. It was about her and her husband and creating a new life somewhere that she loved. And that's where I feel like I am. Like, I'm not leaving my family, but they felt left behind, or they still feel left behind, or maybe they don't even think about it anymore. I don't know, but that's a really big thing, I think, for maybe first or second generation Americans, or just anybody out there. Like, you leave home and people feel like you left them, but you didn't. You just went out to go find your own adventure. And so that's what I think this interaction is kind of touching on. And they both felt very separated from each other, and they both missed each other, but they didn't know what the other one was feeling. So I think that's a really beautiful concept that they're showing. They're not paying too much attention to it, but I appreciate that. I'm gonna play.
I believe your genetics could be the answer to why it is that you can shape the new head.
I think those big hands are hilarious. Nope, here you go.
Surprise.
Ooh, a tear. Is this the ending of the episode? We're just gonna go straight into episode 5. Okay, after I charge my phone. Let's go to episode 5.
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to light and freedom.
There she is.
There's food and a place to rest if you need to use my cottage.
They're in love. That was easy.
You're clearly not British. And you're not from this village. So what brings you to Mindless?
Aisha. My name is Aisha.
Aisha. She who lives. A beautiful name.
Uh-oh.
Najma. So this is where you've been hiding. Don't you want to go home, Aisha?
No, she wants to
Of
stay.
course.
Mm-mm.
Of course I do.
Nope.
You have until sundown tomorrow, and then we will all go home together.
No Muslims are safe here. You've seen what's happening. They're burning homes across the countryside. People are dying. It's just too risky to stay with Sana. Hurry.
What are we actually running from? Who's that woman you were talking to last night?
Sana's not safe. You have to take her with you. You have to trust me with this, Hassan. For her sake. You promised.
That's gonna be the last time they saw each other.
You turned your back on us, your family, your people. Where is the bank, Aisha? Najma.
It'll be okay with her. She'll be here. She said she'll be here.
I'll find it if it's the last thing I do.
Don't you see? Sana!
So she was connected to the bangle even though she wasn't wearing it, and her last burst of energy brought Kamala back in time. Okay, so Kamala can save her daughter. Okay.
Get Sana on the train and protect that bangle. You have everything that should be.
Time to get on that train, Grandpa.
It was me.
Oh, he knows his wife is dead. That's heartbreaking. Did it open?
It's not gonna work. It's just gonna destroy everything. Please help me close it.
I can make it.
You have Kamran.
I don't. I left him behind.
So go back and get him.
There is only one way. Kamran.
How did she know that would work? He has powers now too.
So you are that light girl?
Yeah.
Our family is magical.
Oh, that's gonna make me cry. I don't know
I've
why.
told you so many times over the years.
This is for you. It was all true, Nani.
Honey? Abu?
This photograph and those lights. How did that happen?
Oh, that got me.
Two people fell in love and created something.
What are you doing here? I don't know where else to go.
just restart because this is really weird. It's nice to meet you. I'm Kamran.
Bruno.
Oh my god, I genuinely thought your name was Brian this whole time.
And I'm not gonna leave you to deal with damage by yourself, so you're good. We'll just stay here, we'll figure it out.
I've been followed, we have to go.
Powers. Oh my, wow. Beautiful, beautiful flashback. I'm not even gonna call it scene. It wasn't a sequence, it was almost the entirety of this episode. I didn't know anything about partitions. That was really great. Not only history lesson, but really puts you in the shoes of the people who are fleeing persecution and what they have to give up. And that they have absolutely nothing to look forward to except maybe I'll live to see another day and maybe my children will live to see another day. I don't understand fully, and I just need to do my research on Ms. Marvel. I don't understand fully how, I guess the bangle is a catalyst for the Noor powers to operate on Earth in this dimension, and I guess the clandestines have kind of they operate their full of Noor, but they're not able to use it here in this dimension fully. And so whether or not they have access to the bangle, like they each have kind of a part of Noor inside of them that they can maybe access in times of emergency, which I think is what happened with Aisha and getting Sana, you know, like getting Sana to her dad with the help of the bangle and Ms. Marvel, but also Najma when she had to save Kamran, like that. I'm not going to say it seemed anticlimactic, but I didn't know that switch flipped in an instant. And she's like, okay, I don't need to go home anymore. Let me save my son. Like, you shouldn't have left him in the first place, lady. But you can't go back and change that thing. So she gave her life for her son, who she left in the first place. And he has no idea. But that was interesting. Like, the Noor used her body as a catalyst to give him powers. Like, I don't understand fully, but it happened, all right? So Kamran has powers now, and him and Bruno just got blown up. Okay, so Kamala's getting more in tune with herself and her powers. She's basically an expert at this point. Like, she knows how to use them. And her mom knows now. That was really touching because she accepted her. And that's also a really big theme inside this episode or inside this series or just inside the world that I really love right now, is that the most important thing that your family can do, like, I don't know how to describe love. I don't know. It's not that I don't know what love is. I know how to feel love. A lot of the times I know how to show love. But describing love is really difficult. One thing that I think here in 2022 that we have a really hard time dealing with is the idea of acceptance, and the idea of accepting the people that we love and not trying to force our own agenda or view or idea of them onto them, and letting them be themselves. And when I say letting them be themselves, I mean that in a very loving way. I don't mean that you can spew animosity or just be evil and nasty. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But love is love, right? Or this is how I express myself, and this is what I want you to call me, and this is who I am as a person. I need you to respect that. Kind of that ending, like her mom feeling almost pride, knowing that her daughter was the night girl, the light girl, the nightlight girl, instead of completely shunning it and being like, oh my God, like I hate it. No, she seemed a little bit proud. So that kind of got me a little teary-eyed, because I love it when secrets get revealed, because those secrets, man, they burden you. They really push your shoulders down and just make you want to hide. But when people know your secrets, it's like you're free. So I know I'm rambling. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit like, if you subscribed for more content in the future. If you didn't enjoy the video, tell me in the comments below what you think I can do better. And if you just want to say hi and have a discussion, also leave a comment. I appreciate it. I love talking to you guys, even if it's just short and little spurts. But again, I'm Billy Goop. I'm glad you're here. This was episode 4 and 5 of Ms. Marvel, and we'll get to the season finale soon, episode 6, next time I see you guys. But anyways, thanks. I'll see you guys soon.